Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, April 17th, 2023. Let's find out what is going on the Forex calendar today. As you can see here on Monday, there isn't much of the important data scheduled for release because there's only one event with the three green dots here of the importance, and this is the ECB President Christine Lagarde speech is scheduled for release at 5 p.m. But before that, we got ECB Macau speech from the Eurozone, of course, our European Central Bank official, and he will give a speech at 9:30 in the morning, and then of course we switch straight on to the New York session. New York Empire State Manufacturing Index data are scheduled for release at 2:30. At the same time, we got the data from Canada in form of the Roreign Securities Purchases and Wholesale Sales. And then 30 minutes later at 3 p.m. we got the Bank of England MPC member Canlifi to give a speech, and then 30 minutes later we have the German Buba President Joachim Nagel to give a speech as well. So some speeches here today, so please be informed that there might be some kind of remarks made during these speeches, so of course we need to stay alert as usual anyway. But this time these remarks might be kind of interesting. The key event of today is the speech from the ECB President Christine Lagarde at 5 p.m. So what are we going to do now is, of course, we jump to the charts, and I think we should do the Monday majors review. So let's start with euro dollar. Euro dollar 4-hour chart is looking sharp. However, we just moved lower from the extremely overbought market conditions after we hit the yearly high. 1.1076 was the yearly high. Let me just put it on the chart. There you go. That was the yearly high. Now we have, of course, the pullback. As you can see, we keep doing this movement to the upside. There is a move to the upside, pullback, move to the upside, pullback. Higher highs are being made, higher lows are being made, so the uptrend is now intact. So intraday, let me just point out the intraday technical support. It's of course located here, 1.0963, just above the 50 periods moving average and just above the 100 period moving average. RSI is roughly neutral on the 4-hour chart. But let me just switch to the weekly, because I would like to show you something on the weekly time frame chart. So how high are we? Is it high enough? Is it what's going on here on the weekly time frame chart? As you can see, we are traveling up. That's obvious. Now let's just find out. Let's just first get rid of the moving averages, and what are we going to do is we are going to put the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so the Fibonacci retracement tool looks like this. Let me just start placing the retracement from the highs of the January 2021, so it will be here, and the low is of course the swing low here. Okay, so how much did we retrace? 50% was done here. So as you can see, this dashed black line, we broke above the 50%, 1.0948. Now the target is 61% of the weekly on the weekly time frame chart, and it's roughly located at 1.1279. So this is a very important level to keep an eye on, because that's the next target for bulls. So this is the level. And let me just point out one more level, which will be the low here. Okay, and this is very nice zone located here between the lows of 1.1186 and the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement. So please stay alert when the price hit this zone. Of course, there is still a room on the weekly RSI. Okay, so there is still a room to go here, and that area here will be in line with the extremely overbought market conditions on a weekly time frame chart. Very, very interesting situation on the euro dollar. Let's switch to the 4-hour chart, and let's switch to the British pound. Let's see what's going on cable. So the same situation is observed here. We have a pullback on cable. So last high was 1.2545. We have the 1%, just over 1% of the pullback. Where are we heading with this pullback then? Well, I guess that the intraday technical support is 1.2343, and we might hit this level because as well as on the euro dollar, we just moving lower from the extremely overbought market conditions. Now, right now we are even under the level of 42 points is the RSI, so we are clearly under the bearish pressure, but this pressure is a corrective in nature. Let me just go back to the moving averages. As you can see, 50 and 100 moving averages on the screen, and right now we are sitting just above the 100 periods moving average, located around the level of 1.2389. So the situation looks good for this week on the British pound, so we're still moving higher, and as long as there is no cross of the moving averages, the outlook remains bullish. So if you like, we can just switch to the weekly again to see what is going on here, of course, and we can have some more clues from the Fibonacci. So okay, let's take a look at the Fibonacci here as well, and this will be the high. The high will be located here. This is the same high that were used on the euro dollar. So that's the high, and the low, of course, is the swing low, very close to the parity. So situation is 50% already hit. We are trading above the 50% of the Fibonacci retracement, and the next target is 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, located around 1.2762. So roughly 344 pips away from the current levels. But what else do we have here? We can have a technical resistance as well. This is the low here, and as you can see, it has been tested already. So it's the market might retest this level soon, and might recognize this level as well. So let me just put the 61% for you guys, and you can see that there you go. That's another zone, very important zone, which is in line as well with 100 weeks moving average as well. So please keep an eye on this level, keep an eye on this zone here. If we get there, we should see increased volatility in this level. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? Because that's the weekly. Let's start with the lower time frame chart, like 4 hours. So what's happened over the weekend on Bitcoin? We have a decline. We have a free wave decline. Okay, so we have decline from this high. This is yearly high. This is the wave A. This is the wave B. This is the wave C. So the Bitcoin sits on the bottom of the wave C, roughly somewhere above the intraday technical support, because the support is, as you can see, located at 29,679, and this is perfect example of the dynamic support provided by the 50 periods moving average around the level of 29,787. Okay, so we should expect that the market will apparently continue to move higher, despite the fact that RSI is only 43 points. But at some point of time, this market will continue to move higher. Of course, the correction might be deeper and more time consuming as well. Nevertheless, if we copy these two lines here, we can clearly see that this is the corrective channel, and when the corrective channel is done, we might see another leg to the upside on the Bitcoin. The key important technical support on the Bitcoin is located at 29,184. This level has not been tested yet, so we might have like the wave X, A, B, C to the downside. So that would be double zigzag or a double combo, and then of course we should expect some kind of a bounce here to the upside, because bulls should defend the level of 29,184, because this is a very important technical support level for bulls. So Very liquid, very popular, important markets has been covered during this analysis. Thank you very much for watching it, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. So take care and bye bye.